they're spraying again. See that? See that insanity? They do this every fucking day. And if you, again, I've said it in a recent video, I'm gonna say it again because I'm surrounded in this shit. It's part of my environment. I'm gonna keep repeating it. If you're okay with what they're doing to our skies, then there's something wrong with you. And you really need to have a rebirthing of your mind so that you can start caring about what's important. Look at this. I'm not sure how good the camera picks this up, but I mean, again, they're spraying us heavily. What's in those chemtrails? Well, we do know that there's barium, there's aluminum, and there's a myriad of other toxic constituents. But, you know, when they spray the aluminum, it gets suspended in free form in the sky, and it floats there, and it acts as a shield between us and the sun. Now, the other dangerous thing about these chemtrails, and look at how beautiful it is. Look at those clouds, you guys. Look at those clouds. You know, one of the most toxic and dangerous things about these chemtrails is the fact that when it does rain, the rain passes through the blanket of chemtrail, and the rain picks up the particles, and those particles stay in the rain. And now when that rain hits the earth, that aluminum, the barium, and the different constituents go right into the fucking soil. So again, look at this. And that one goes on for miles and miles and miles. And this will slowly, these chemtrails will slowly dissipate over a period of time, and it will morph into a blanket, a shade cloth. So I'm just gonna show you guys one more time. Usually I have about 6 of these over the house by the time, you know, by 12 o'clock in the morning. So by noon every day, there's usually multitudes of these in my neighborhood, and it drives me fucking insane. And it should. Anyone with eyes to see and ears to hear and a heart to feel is not going to be too happy with being sprayed by these chemtrails. And you know, it's like we're bugs being sprayed with pesticides. Are you okay with that? Again, look at that. There's nothing good about that. The energy that I feel intuitively from these chemtrails is purely negative, purely sinister, etc. So just a brief little video. My car's making a bunch of noise. Gonna cut this one short. On behalf of this channel, I hope that this message can help you think about caring about your atmosphere, caring about the air that you breathe. I hope that this message in this channel can help you think twice about what the fuck it is they're doing with these chemtrails. I mean, come on, people. You think it's normal to be sprayed with this shit? Do you have any clue how much... When I was a young boy, the skies used to be deep, deep blue. Now they're silver. So when I wake up, the skies are somewhat blue, and over a period, by the time, again, once it hits noon, the skies are silver. So it's a disgusting thing going on here in the Matrix right now. I'm gonna pull into this little parking lot and see if I can get a nice visual on these chemtrails. So hang with me. Let's get out. So here we go. Gonna do a little barefoot walking. But I mean, look at this. Nice tree. You know, that's another thing. The trees are getting assaulted heavily from these geoengineering protocols, these programs, because the aluminum in the chemtrails, all these constituents, the heavy metals, the barium salts, etc., they are not good for trees. And that's why you see places where, you know, there's heavy spray programs. If you look at the trees there, a lot of the trees are beginning to weaken exponentially, their roots, etc. A lot of the fruit isn't bearing the amount of fruit that it should, and a lot of this is due to the fact that these trees are being suffocated by aluminum and different barium salts, these constituents in these chemtrails. But I mean, look at that. As far as the eye can see, spray some aluminum onto me. And off in the distance there's an elf tower. There's 2 of them actually. So they're putting those up now heavily. It's just, this is insane. This is an insane world that we live in. So a big part of my channel is trying to inspire people to get back to their roots, to get back to nature, to get back to what's important. Because in a world where you're being chemically manipulated and your genetics are being altered, simply by breathing the air out here in the matrix, it's important to get closer to the earth, because earth is the one that's going to offer you the protection that you need. Earth is the one, the earthly angels are the ones that are going to offer you the providence that you need to make it through this matrix in one piece. But again, Jesus Christ. And again, you can see this one up here, it's beginning to dissipate a little bit, and slowly these chemtrails will turn into what looks like a cloud. And again, many people think that these chemtrails, once they're sprayed, once they've dissipated, many people think that these are clouds. So that shows you how unconscious many of the people here on this planet are. And it's just insane that most people will spend more time watching TV than they will looking up at the sky and trying to debunk what the fuck's going on here. So again, I like to touch trees, I like to communicate with trees, I like to meditate with trees. This spot right by my house is a place that I've been coming to for years just to get away, and you know, I can walk barefoot on the earth here. There used to be a school here where this all this mud was, but they wiped it out. Beyond that fence over there, there's a creek that I like to walk in. I like to plant orgone devices over there, and I even like to harvest blackberries that grow along this bush. So there's all sorts of fruit trees around here. There's all sorts of little shrubs that you can eat, leaves on shrubs. So even if you don't have any money to buy expensive things like a Phanosomnum flossaqua blue-green algae, I mean, you can still get off your ass, go for a 20-minute walk, and chances are, depending on where you live, you can find a bunch of free things, a bunch of free food, apples, cherries, blackberries, raspberries, blueberries, etc. But again, it all depends on where you live. Out here in California, there's a ton of citrus, there's a ton of apples, figs, things of that nature. So luckily, those are some of my favorite foods. And when you harvest foods on your own, when you don't buy them, they're free. So again, I'm gonna wrap this one short. A lovely day here in California, being sprayed like an ant. Peace be with you.